Alrighty boys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Prince. Now in today's video, I wanted to take another look at a couple tokens that I think could do a 10x to 100x for our portfolios. The main focus of this video is going to be DJI6930 or Dowge, as well as its respective BabyDowge that's been gaining a lot of momentum in the space recently. So without any further ado, if you guys do enjoy the video at any point, be sure to leave a like. As I always say in these videos, be sure to let me know what other tokens you guys are bullish on in the space right now. If you are new around here, consider subscribing to the channel. And with all that out of the way, let's take a look at these tokens. So here's the token I'm sure we're all familiar with at this point. It's had an absolutely amazing run, a generational run, one could even say, over the past month or so, and that would be DJI6930. Now, Dowge is on an incredible discount right now, and it's actually sort of just hovering around this uptrend right now that we've sort of been respecting since the token started pumping. If we do continue breaking down past this uptrend, I do think that we'll find a support around 33 million. If we take a look at a token like Troll prior to its massive pump that it's been experiencing over the past couple of days, we can see that Troll really quickly ran all the way up to 40 mil before accumulating around 10 to 20 mil for a couple of months before finally redistributing enough supply for it to be able to actually have its massive leg up into escape velocity. Now, if we take a look at the DJI6930 chart, I don't think that's going to happen with DJI6930. I think that a lot was going on behind the scenes with Troll that kept it down for as long as it was down. I think that there was a lot of initial supply control, whether it was intentional or unintentional. I know for a fact that there was a content creator named FOMO who got in for about $500 around 150k market cap, and honestly, those are probably the kind of buyers that were keeping the chart down for so long. DJI6930, those buyers are out. When we ran up to 85 mil and then slammed back down to 30 mil, that was a mass level of capitulation, and since then we've sort of just been slowly consolidating sideways on the chart. Now, one thing I really like about Dowge is the cult-like community behind it. Now, that's something I'm always looking for when it comes to tokens like these. When I first saw this token around 12 mil, I struggled to give it the credibility that it deserved at the time, but this token actually taught me a lesson in the trenches, and that's just because something is sort of working off of the idea of something else doesn't mean it can't create its own ecosystem on chain. Now, ever since I came across Dowge at 12 mil market cap, I've been noticing this guy's videos every now and then. This guy named Michael Suppo, he's been making copious amounts of content regarding Dowge, and this is exactly the kind of stuff you want to see.
10,000x in 2025 from a 40 million market cap to $1 trillion.
If we go ahead and take a look at the chart, we can see we are at 43 mil from 40 mil at the start of this video. From the looks of it, we are respecting this upward trend. We've been respecting it since last night, which is really cool to see. And in my opinion, because of that, I do think we're gearing up for another leg up, potentially to retest all-time highs and head into price discovery. Like I said before, we could keep going back down and retest this 33 mil level of support, but that's why we're going over all the possibilities in this video. Regardless, I don't think that we're going to see massive drawdowns from these levels before we see our next leg up. Alrighty boys, now the second token we're going to be taking a look at is BabyDowge. Now, BabyDowge is actually just getting its first little bit of momentum. BabyDowge came out at the end of July, ran all the way up to about a 500k market cap before retracing down all the way to a 50k market cap for a couple of weeks. And then finally from 52k, we ran all the way up to 3.5 mil, and the community started catching on to BabyDowge. Now, if you guys think Dowge has a lot of potential, then at these levels, it would only make sense for BabyDowge to have a lot of potential as well. During the last bull run, Dogecoin ran to an $88 billion market cap, which is obviously an outlier among pretty much all meme coins, but regardless, BabyDowge ended up coming along and doing a $1 billion market cap run a couple of times throughout the 2021 bull cycle. So when Dowge or DJI6930 has already ran to 85 mil and BabyDowge is only at 1.72 mil, I would say that that's an extremely free bid in my opinion. I am personally in around 1.5 mil. I got in yesterday around 750k, but I took profits up here at 3.5 mil, and I did re-enter the trade around 1.5 mil down here. So with all that being said, I do think that we are looking at a pretty good entry on Dowge right now. Even from these 1.7 mil levels up to all-time highs would be a 2x on the trade. So if your goal is to DCA into BabyDowge, I would say this is a great time to start doing so. But before we look too closely at the chart, let's see what BabyDowge is all about. So BabyDowge, the Dowge dynasty has declared war on TradFi, and BabyDowge's goal, like DJI6930's goal to flip the Dow Jones, their goal is to flip the Russell 2000. So here we see on the website, hi friend, I'm BabyDowge, the tiniest, cutest meme coin on the blockchain, born from the legendary Dowge royal family. I'm here to bring back the golden age of meme coins, but with bigger vibes, smaller paws, and a whole lot more utility, which is actually really interesting. That's something that DJI6930 lacks, that from what I can tell so far, BabyDowge actually intends to add a little bit of utility to this project as well. How valuable that utility will end up being for the community, only time will tell, I think. However, when I saw on the website that their intent is to add some utility to the project, I couldn't help but think back to this tweet that I saw from BabyDowge the other day. Breaking, we've just been offered to create a BabyDowge plushie. Yes, that's right, like pudgy penguins. Also in the lab, a full video game where me and Daddy Dowge take on the evil bankers and TradFi villains in the ultimate battle to flip the Dow and Russell 2000. Who wins? Stay tuned. We are so early. Woof. I personally really enjoy this BabyDowge account. Their commitment to the bit so far has been pretty awesome. I think that they're really trying to do something here with this token. But if we do take a look at the chart on BabyDowge, you can see that we are sort of accumulating around this nice average order block at the moment. Like I said, overnight we did come down quite drastically, but we did bounce off of these 1.3 mil levels of support. So that was really nice. Shows a lot of strength to see something like that. If at any point we do continue breaking down past these 1.3 mil levels of support, I think our final level of support would be around 1 mil before we would start getting worried about the price action of the token. So with all that being said, I am very bullish on BabyDowge. I like what they're bringing to the space a lot. I like that they're building upon the Dowge ecosystem, an already extremely bullish token. And I'm not just saying that because I have like a 50k entry on the token either. Like I said, I got in around 750k, sold at the top, and I re-entered at 1.5 mil. So I do think that this average order block is going to be entry on BabyDowge before, like I said, we retest 2.5 mil and perhaps head towards price discovery after that. So if you are interested in getting in on BabyDowge before the next pump, I think now would be your best time. Alrighty, now the next token we're going to be taking a look at is Crumb. This is the token that we took a look at in our last video, and this is a low cap gem that I think we are still extremely early on. When I showed you guys this token yesterday, it was sitting around a 450k market cap, and despite the fact that it was on a downtrend, there's a reason I rebid this token around 400k market cap yesterday, and it's because I saw that we were consistently bouncing off of this level of support here around 280k. Now obviously yesterday we did take a look at what this token was all about, but we can go ahead and do a quick refresher. Crumb is a token that was launched on Jupe Studio, and Jupiter Exchange put a YouTube short up recently including this cat, putting it alongside other multi-million, multi-billion dollar cat memes, and this token was launched on Jupe Studio as well. Now since I gave you guys this token yesterday at around a 400k market cap, we have seen about 110% increase in price. Before we started retracing down a little bit, people taking profits, nothing wrong with that. But since we did come off of this level of support down here 3 times now, we triple touched this support. I do think that that's an extremely bullish indicator for the chart. Obviously, if a token was going to go down, it likely would after that third retest of support, but we didn't. If we go over to their website, we can see that they brand themselves as the official Jupiter theme song. That's what the meme is derived from. And if you are interested in picking up some of this token, definitely visit the website, save some of the art, and use it to shield the token as much as you can. Now, if you did miss your entry on Crumb and you're still looking to get in, I think that between these levels that we're sitting at right now, between 540k and 830k, I think that's going to be our accumulation zone for now until we see the next leg up. But obviously keep an eye on the chart. Maybe you'll be able to catch a 4th retest of support or something like that, which would be a very nice entry if you can. Like I said yesterday when we were talking about Crumb, I am extremely bullish on Crumb. I think it's a low cap gem, and I do think that it's going to be one of the first 10 to 100x gems that we covered here on the channel. So definitely save Crumb to your watch list, join the community on X, make sure you keep an eye on how this token is performing, because I really do think that this is an extremely undervalued multi-million dollar token easily. Honestly, I was considering covering a couple of other tokens in this video as well, but I don't want to dilute the value of this video and thus the value of the Dowge ecosystem. I think at this point it's safe to say that Dowge has become a real contender in the market, and from here I'm just curious if we can continue to build out the Dowge ecosystem by allowing BabyDowge to actually get its limelight as well. I'm going to go ahead and continue to cover this token every single weekday over on X, as well as a couple of times a week here on the YouTube channel. If you guys do want to catch these little snippets before they do go live on the YouTube channel, you can go ahead and follow me over on X. I'll usually post these videos on YouTube in the evening, but before that I usually post the individual segments on X first. Anyways, with all that out of the way, if you guys did enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like. That does help my content reach more people, and I would really appreciate it. Consider subscribing if you are new around here, and with all that out of the way, I'm out of here. Peace.